Piece by piece the silence breaks, every bolt a beast awakes. Hands in steel, no turning back. I built the dark, painted black. Built in silence, forged in fear. Every piece brings darkness near. Engines whisper, then they roar. The streets won't sleep anymore. Steel and shadow locked in place, built for streets that never sleep. Shadows bend when wheels ignite. This machine was born for night. From scattered parts to something grand, the city fades, the lights grow dim. No hero calls, no warning sound, just the tumbler Gotham bound.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. We have got some more Batmobile Tumbler to do. So yeah, we're slowly getting through these, and yeah, we've got a few more issues to do this evening. So grab yourself a drink, and yeah, we'll go down to the bench. So we're kicking off with issue 13. Carrying on from last time. There's not too much to do in this one, but we get a few parts. So we get the dashboard console, which is this part here, plastic, and then we get the instrument panels, which are labelled left and right, and then we have some sticky 3M double-sided tape. So, the first thing we need to do is we need to retrieve this from the last issue, the console. We're going to be putting these instrument panels in. So, we need to line them up. One is left and one is right. So, it's going to go like that. So, reverse them. We should be going in like so. And that looks good to me. And what we're going to do is we're going to fix these in with a couple of drops of glue. So, all I'm going to do is just drop a little bit. If I can get the glue to... Just going to put a few drops here and there just to keep that into place. Doesn't need to be a lot. Put a bit up there as well. A bit down there. And then we can fit these into their respective holes. Hopefully the glue keep them in place. They are quite a tight fit. Okay. And then that is that part done. I'm going to let them dry. Okay, the next step is we're going to need some tweezers, and we're going to peel off. Get my tweezers out. We're going to peel off the backing, and hopefully. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Not sure what happened there. The camera decided to stop recording in good old YouTube trying to film fashion. So I realised after I put the sticky pads on. So where I was going with that is we need this part here. We've just put these, we've glued these parts in, and we're going to put our two sticky pads in the recesses on the front there. And then we need to grab this part, and then that is just going to sit in there like so. And hopefully that sticky will hold that down. Okay. And with that all being done, that is this issue complete. Okay. We are now on to issue 14. This one again is quite a quick issue. We get the cockpit floor, and we get 4 screws with this issue. I've already got the screws in the pot, and they are CP. And here is our floor. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to take this jagged edge here, and we're going to fit the instrument panel that we've just been working on. And that's going to go into the 2 holes either side there. And then we're going to secure them from underneath with a CP screw in the middle to start with. So line that up. If I can. And then we're going to put 1 screw in the middle here. Not too hard because we are going into plastic. I'm just going to get the smaller screwdriver actually, because I think that would be a better choice. And then just either end. And then 1 more up here. And then this should secure that into place. If that, just check that's lined up. Yep. Bit big, so I saw him from up camera slightly. But yeah, happy with that. That is now fixed to the cockpit floor. And that is our issue 14 complete. Okay, so we're now on to issue 15. A little bit more to do in this one and some small parts, but I don't think it's anything too horrendous. So we are going to be assembling the head-up display. I'm just going to get all the parts out here so we can see what we've got. That's everything in there. So we've got a hub base, which is this piece here. We've just got the HUD support, which is this piece here. Ferrules, which are these. Yeah, we've got the piston. The piston base is this piece. And then we have our 2 HUD supports, left and right. And then in here must be, yeah, this is the actual display itself. I'm going to try not to handle that too much. And then we have a couple of UP screws. So moving all that aside, we can start assembly. So the first step then is to grab the HUD support, which is this piece here, and we want the piston, which is this piece here, and it's got a groove in it, so that's going to sit on there like so, and then we're going to drive a UP screw through there, through this side. I think we've only got 2 of these. Yeah. So I'm just going to grab one out and leave the rest in there. And then line that up. In fact, it might be easier just to start that screw off. There. Get that into place. And then drive that screw through. Like so. And that does have some movement. It's quite loose, but the screw doesn't really want to tighten anymore. Okay, and this is the image of that part of the assembly done. We're going to take the 2 ferrules and position them on your work surface either side as shown. So we're going to insert these into the sides here. 1 and 2. Okay, next we need to bring over this part here. And we need to position these. And we've got a left and a right, and it's got them stamped just in here. So that one's left, which is going to go this side. And then this one should be right, yep, which goes this side. So the first thing we're going to have to do, you've got this groove here where this will go into, and then you have a pin at the end which will go into this end hole. So we can line them up and push that home, and then it's going to look something like that. The next step is to install the head-up display and attach it to the HUD. And then once that's in, it's going to go in these 2 holes here. We can fit this side to sandwich it all together. So this is directional because there's one peg is larger than the other. I'm just going to get that bit of flashing off there. So it's going to go in like that. So that will only fit one way. And then carefully we can then install this other side, trapping that in and encasing that all together. Like so. Right, taking the HUD support, which you've mounted the 2 ferrules, position the 2 assemblies side by side as shown, and note the red circles. So we've got 3 pegs on there, and then there should be 3 under here, so we can probably guess what's going to happen here. Join the 2 components together, making sure they apply, making sure to apply firm pressure in order to secure them. So yeah, we're just going to turn this round and push these parts together. Like so. It's a shame about that bit of a mark on there, but I couldn't turn this round because of the direction of the pegs. One's smaller than the other, but then it might not be seen, so it depends how this is going to fit. But that is how this all goes together. And then that's just going to be there like so. Okay, so the end of those issues. This is what we are left with. So we've got the cockpit floor, the head-up display, and some other bits and pieces which we'll be using in a later issue. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed that. Very quick issue this week. However, it's still progress. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. It really does help me out. And yeah, I will see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.
Just the tumbler, Gotham by